Hi, Mom. Wow, it's been such a long time. I really hope life has treated you well. You haven't forgotten about me, have you? I mean, how could you?
Era, is this really you? Of course, I could never forget my own daughter. But why this sudden contact? Is there something specific you want to talk about?
I'm really glad you still remember me. I just wanted to check up on you and see how you've been doing.
I'd never forget you, Era. You're my daughter, and it's been around 15 years since the divorce with your dad. And that was probably the last time we saw each other.
I've been wondering, why haven't you reached out to me all this time? I missed you so much, and I must admit, I was taken aback when I saw you in a magazine recently.
What exactly surprised you? I have no clue what you're referring to.
I came across a magazine with your picture announcing you as the CEO of a company. I was so shocked, I almost tore the magazine in half.
Ah, that's the magazine you paid for, right?
Yes, of course. I'm not a thief. But seriously, why didn't you tell me about your CEO position? It's impressive.
A lot has happened since we last met. It's been 15 years since you and Dad left, and I've worked incredibly hard during that time to establish my own company and eventually become its CEO.
We never abandoned you. It's not fair to paint us as villains. Dad and I didn't do anything wrong, and you got what you deserved back then.
Seriously, after everything you put me through? My life was shattered in an instant when you both handed in those divorce papers on your 18th birthday. You tossed all my belongings out and left me clueless.
Hold on. Are you still holding on to that grudge from 15 years ago? I thought you might have let it go by now.
Some wounds don't heal with time, Era. I'll never forget how you treated me back then.
It wasn't as terrible as you're making it sound. I didn't want to hurt you, but Dad kept pushing me to forge your signature and hand in the divorce papers. I felt trapped. Please understand that it wasn't entirely my choice. Don't say we abandoned you. It's not true.
Your excuses don't change the fact that you supported him. You told me I was no longer needed in the family and that you preferred his new girlfriend over me. The woman he cheated on me with. Those words stung like nothing else.
I apologize for that, truly. I was young and didn't mean those words. And believe me, I now despise that woman.
She's the type who gets involved with married men. I should have known. So what happened exactly?
Once they got married, she started treating me with disdain. I had a hand in them getting together, and I thought she would treat me better. Instead, she forced me to find a job and fend for myself, and within a few months, I was out of their house.
I'm sorry, but I can't delve into this right now. Could you talk to someone else about it? Our connection as mother and daughter has changed.
What are you saying? It has everything to do with you. You're still my mom, right? Even with the divorce, you're still my mother.
It's true that I gave birth to you, but I've severed ties since then. I don't intend to call you my daughter anymore. I'm swamped with work, so I have to go now. Goodbye.
Please wait. I haven't finished saying what I want to say.
Well, hurry up then. My time is limited.
If you're too busy, can you at least share your address? I want to move in on my own. You won't have to help me or anything.
Move in with me? Are you serious?
I was evicted from their house. After that, I found a tiny, expensive apartment near my workplace, but I can't handle it anymore. It's too much stress. That's why I thought of living with you.
And when did I agree to any of this?
I'm serious. I have nowhere else to go. I read about you being a CEO in a magazine, and it felt like a sign. Maybe the universe is telling us to be together again.
You're taking things too far. Why would you assume I want you to live with me? Do you not remember what you put me through?
I know you must live in a luxurious high-rise condo being a CEO and all. You surely have plenty of space. Don't you have a spare room for me? Let's have a reunion. It's been 15 years since we last saw each other.
Sorry, but I don't want to see you, and I won't share my address or invite you to live with me.
Mom, where are you right now? Have you returned home yet?
I'm just about to leave work and head home. What's going on?
Glad to hear that. Listen, would it be possible for you to stay somewhere else tonight? I'm really sorry, but I think it might not be safe for you to go home right now.
What do you mean? Did something happen at home?
Actually, one of our neighbors sent me a message. There's a strange woman waiting at the front entrance of our apartment building. She claims to be your daughter and is demanding to be let inside. Another resident tried to ask her to leave, but she wouldn't listen. I don't think it's a good idea for you to go back home tonight.
I understand. It's better to be cautious. Let our neighbor know they can call the police if she causes any trouble.
Absolutely. I'll inform them. By the way, I was thinking of staying at my girlfriend's place tonight anyway, so don't worry about me.
All right, that's a relief. Your safety is important to me. I'll find a hotel for the night. Actually, I might avoid going home for around a month, considering she might be waiting outside for a while.
Wait, are you saying that you might know who the woman outside is?
Yes. Do you have a place to stay overnight? I'm concerned she might cause you trouble too, so I'd rather you not go home either.
Don't worry about me. As I said, I was planning to stay over at my girlfriend's place tonight.
Okay, that's good to know. I'll go and look for a place to stay then. I'll contact you later when I've settled down. I'll also fill you in on what's going on with that woman.
Mom, why are you treating me so harshly? Why won't you let me see you? I've visited your apartment building so many times.
Please, I'm asking you to stop this behavior. I really want you to respect my boundaries.
But I'm your daughter.
I've repeatedly told you not to come to my apartment. I don't know how you found out where I live. It's making me uncomfortable, and I want you to leave me alone.
How can you say such hurtful things? Why can't I see you? You're my mom.
I thought I made it clear that I don't see you as my daughter anymore.
How can you say that to me?
It's been 15 years since the divorce. You all left me on that day, and now you're an adult. You should be able to take care of yourself.
None of that matters. You're still my mom. It doesn't matter how old I am. You'll always be my mom.
How many times do we have to go through this? Your mom is the woman who married your dad after the divorce. Don't come to me just because you don't get along with her.
I don't understand why you're pushing me away. That woman Dad married is not my mom. She's not good to me, and I want nothing to do with her. I want to live with you, Mom. I've missed you so much. I've thought of you every day for the past 15 years. Please let me come and live with you.
Did you really think saying those words would change everything? I have no intention of revisiting the past.
If you're upset that I handed in the divorce papers without you knowing, then I'm sorry. Please, let me live with you again.
I'm really busy with work, and I don't have time to deal with this now. Please stop making this harder for both of us. And for the last time, don't contact me again.
Don't make up excuses. I know about your job. Are you telling me that your young partner is more important than me? I know you're not busy with work. You see that young guy every single day. How could you prioritize him over me? I'm your daughter.
What are you talking about now?
You're going to choose your love life over me too. Both you and Dad are the same. You guys really don't care about me. I get it now.
Hold on a minute. What are you talking about all of a sudden? Young man? Love life? I have no idea what you mean by that.
There's no point trying to act like you don't know. I know absolutely everything that's going on. I saw you walking alongside that young and handsome man the other day. You can't try to make any excuses because I saw it with my own eyes.
I still don't understand what you're talking about.
You guys are just the worst. Your daughter is in desperate need of help. You choose to prioritize your young lover over me. You won't meet me at all, but you see him every single day, don't you?
Just calm down for a second, would you? There's been a huge misunderstanding. He's not my lover at all. I don't have a boyfriend or anyone I'm seeing at the moment.
Are you really sure about that? You two seem to be getting along very well.
Stop making such baseless accusations. Do you really want to annoy me even more?
Wait, what? He's really not your boyfriend?
Of course not. You need to stop making assumptions like this.
Then who the hell is he? Is he one of your coworkers? He's with you all the time, so maybe he's your secretary. That must be it. Why didn't you tell me this earlier? So my assumption was wrong, I guess. He's your secretary or something, right? If that's the case, why don't you introduce him to me? I was thinking that he was kind of attractive. He's actually exactly my type. I really want to meet him and get to know him.
What did you just say?
I'm sorry I thought he was your boyfriend. That was a mistake. I was stressed out because you refused to see me and my mind must have been playing tricks on me. I'm sorry I said all that.
Oh, will you let me talk now? There's still a misunderstanding. He's not my coworker.
I should have come to see you sooner. I had no idea that you were the CEO of a company and had a young, attractive guy as your secretary. I guess you've been enjoying your life since the divorce. I suppose it's you who should be thankful for your great life these days.
What are you talking about?
He would still be married if it weren't for me handing in the divorce papers. You might not have become a CEO if you were still married. I think it's time you pay me back now.
Are you seriously telling me to thank you for making me get divorced?
You should have let me know on the day you became the CEO. I'm really looking forward to living together with you. I'm also looking forward to meeting your attractive secretary.
If you don't have anything important to discuss with her, could you please refrain from messaging her? It's becoming rather bothersome.
What's happening? Why are you acting so differently all of a sudden?
My mother has an incredibly busy schedule. She doesn't have the time to deal with unnecessary distractions like you. You are aware she's the CEO of a company, right? Running a business demands a lot of her time and effort. You should also understand that she can't entertain people she doesn't know.
I'm confused. Why are you referring to her as mom? Who are you anyway?
I call her mom because she is my mother. There's nothing unusual about it.
What? She's my mother. There's no way she's your mom. Are you just joking around?
Not at all. By the way, my name is Harry. I'm her son.
Wait, what? She had a son?
Were you not aware she got remarried? She married my dad about 7 years ago.
She got remarried? I had no idea. She never mentioned it to me.
Sorry, what was your name again? Era, right? You chose to live with her ex-husband?
Yes, that's correct. I'm her biological daughter, Era. So you do know about me?
Yes, she told me she has a daughter around my age. That means you're 33 years old too, right?
Yes, I turned 33 a few months ago. But why does our age matter?
I hope you don't mind me asking. Did you finish university? Or did you drop out of high school? Also, where do you work now?
Why all these sudden questions? They're quite odd. I graduated from university and currently work at a regular company. Why do you want to know?
Hold on. You graduated from university and have a regular job? Are you sure about that?
Of course I'm sure.
Then why are you acting so disrespectfully towards my mother? Aren't you ashamed of your behavior? You're an adult after all.
Excuse me? What are you trying to imply?
It seems like you're ignoring her attempts to distance herself from you. Can't you see she just wants some space? Your social skills appear lacking, to say the least.
I don't need you telling me how to behave. Don't you dare judge me.
My mother has moved on with her life, and it doesn't include you. She's happily married and has a successful business. There's no place for you to return, especially after what you put her through.
You better stop this. I don't appreciate your tone. How dare you accuse me of lacking social skills? I think the one with the problem is you. Something is seriously wrong with you.
Why do you think that?
I can't believe you're texting me after taking her phone. It's strange for a grown man to spend so much time with his mom during lunch breaks. Aren't you 33 years old?
I'm with her during lunch because I'm her secretary. I work for her, and it's part of my job to be by her side during weekdays.
Are you serious? You work for her?
Yes, indeed. I work for her company, and one of my roles is being her secretary. I have to be with her for most weekdays. That's why I'm with her right now.
Wait, please wait a moment. I need some time to process this. You're her secretary, the attractive man I always saw with her?
I have immense respect for her and her business, and I take pride in my job. I believe there's nothing more to discuss, so I'll be going now. Goodbye.
Why didn't you notice anything? I never imagined that handsome guy working for you was your son.
He mentioned that he studied finance and business at university. Seeking advice, I shared my plans of starting a cosmetics business, and he generously decided to help and work for my company. He currently acts as my secretary and plays a significant role behind the scenes, almost like a second CEO.
So he must be earning a good amount of money, right?
He truly deserves it. His contribution has been indispensable for the success of this company.
Well, then I think I'll marry him and have his children.
Wait, what did you just say? Are you serious?
Absolutely. Despite his quirks and attachment to his mom, I wouldn't mind marrying him for his wealth and looks. Also, I'd love to call you Mom again officially.
You're being absurd. I'd only be your mother-in-law if that ever happened. Besides, isn't it strange for my daughter and son to get married? Even if you're not related by blood.
I'm sure it's not a problem. We're not related at all right now, and it's a fantastic idea. Could you introduce me to him soon? I want to flirt with him.
No, I won't do that. He's already in a committed relationship with a wonderful girlfriend, and they plan to get married soon.
Seriously? Oh.
Yes, so please abandon this idea. I have to go now. Please refrain from bothering us any further. A few days later.
Hey, Mom, do you have a moment now? Your daughter, Era, she's been targeting me lately. She's relentless and won't give me any space.
Really? I thought she had given up.
No, she keeps urging me to break up with my girlfriend and date her instead. She's even talking about getting married as soon as possible.
She's so persistent. I did tell her to back off, but it seems that wasn't enough to deter her.
I hate to say this, but did you really raise her? It's hard to believe she's your child. She's so different from you. I thought any child you raised would turn out well.
It's a bit embarrassing, but I was the one who raised her. The issue was that she got along better with my ex-husband and the woman he cheated on me with.
She really should have chosen to support you. I'll ignore all her messages for now, but I doubt that will stop her. If she continues harassing us, you might have to involve the police. If you find it hard to do, I can report it to the police on your behalf.
Thank you for considering me, but I'll handle it myself. I don't want to burden you with our problems.
All right, that's good to hear. If anything happens and you need my help, don't hesitate to reach out, okay? I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
Thanks, I'll make sure to keep you informed.
All right, I give up. I'll stop pursuing the idea of living with you or marrying Harry. But in return, could you consider letting me work for your company?
Are you serious?
I have no other options left. Harry doesn't respond to my attempts to flirt with him, and you won't let me live with you despite my repeated requests. Working for your company seems like a fair compromise. I think I deserve that much.
Why do you think you deserve anything from me? I'm not inclined to let you work for my company.
My current job is terrible, and the pay is so low. I've been wanting to change jobs for a long time. If I work for your company, you should offer me a good salary because I'm your daughter. Also, I want plenty of paid holidays and only want to come to work twice a week. You can do that for me, right? After all, you're my mom. It shouldn't be a problem at all. Can you start preparing my employment contract soon? You're happy working with your son, so you should have no issues working with your daughter, right?
Enough is enough. I'm going to report you to the police and request a restraining order against you.
What? Mom, what are you saying?
I'm going to report you as a stalker for harassing me and my family. I have evidence and I want the police to ensure you never approach us again.
You can't be serious. How could you call me a stalker? I'm your daughter, right? You must be joking about reporting me to the police.
I've said this countless times. I no longer consider you my daughter. My only child is Harry. You are just a stranger to me.
How could you say such hurtful things? I'm so upset.
If you try to contact either of us again, I'll report you straight to the police. You and your father were the ones who decided to kick me out of the house. I can never forgive you for that. Don't you dare call me Mom ever again. My daughter is genuinely afraid that I will report her to the police, so she completely avoids contacting me or my son. She went back to her old dilapidated home with her irresponsible father and cruel stepmother. She also returned to her old job with a meager salary. Along with her arrogant attitude, unreasonable demands, and frequent absenteeism at work, she got fired, which led her mother to kick her out of the house and label her as a pathetic freeloader. Her life fell into a desperate dead end. As for my family, we always stick together and support each other. Despite the pressure of running a company, my husband and son are always there to help and stand by my side. 1 year later, my son got married to his girlfriend, and they make a beautiful couple. My husband and I are genuinely happy about that. I hope our happiness will last forever, and we will strive to make that a reality.